Alright, so now that you've decided to start a company, we're going to talk about the first most important topic that I want to tackle, which is raising the capital for it. Now you might be thinking, hey, I've just started a company, where am I going to raise capital from? And the answer to that is you're going to raise capital from yourself and people around you. So this video is called Marking Out the Capital, and I'm going to define the rough capital estimates to run your company for 18 months. Just like if you were going to college, you need to mark out enough capital and enough time to be able to be successful. In my opinion, anywhere between 10 to 20 lakhs and 18 months of time is the perfect amount to run any generic software startup. If your startup requires a little more capital, which is buying some equipment or doing some research and development or buying things in bulk, then your capital requirements might be higher. This 10 to 20 lakhs assumes that you're only going to be hiring anywhere between 1 and 2 people, and both co-founders don't take a salary for 18 months. In these 18 months, we'll talk about the milestones required in a future episode to raise your future round of capital, or better yet, be profitable. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking to yourself, where am I going to get 10 to 20 lakhs from? And the answer to this is that even if you go for a master's today, it will cost you roughly about the same amount. If you went somewhere abroad, then your master's is going to cost you even more. Why would you spend so much on a master's when you're not even willing to spend that much on a real life business experience, which is running a startup? It confuses me that a lot of people would go abroad to learn business while they can use the same amount of capital to try pulling off that business by themselves. I mean, you will gain way more experience running a business on your own than reading anything about it. I mean, the experience of having hired people, going through the daily grind, sitting out there in the trenches, trying to get your first customer is way more valuable than going to business school and learning from other people's experiences. The entire point of this course is to arm you with enough knowledge for free so that you are able to pull off a startup on your own without having to go to these schools. So you watching this video means you can actually take the same 10 or 20 lakhs that you were going to invest in business school to run your own startup. Now you can also run your startup in a much smaller amount of capital, but there's an emotional cost to going back and raising more capital from your parents or your friends or your relatives or whatever. It not just distracts you, it also causes a loss of confidence from your parents and relatives and whoever, because they're seeing you come back for capital multiple times. Instead, it's better to go and ask for a larger chunk of money, keep that money in the bank, and use it wisely in one shot. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to talk about the amount of capital you need to keep aside. In the next video, we're going to talk about naming your company.